Hello there, I'm AJ PuzzleFerret and welcome back to X4 Foundation's Split Vendetta. Now, in the last episode, we were in this sector, I think, and I've explored a little bit more in that sector, and I've also gone back to the Xenon sector over here, and just got these two Xenon solar power plants on the map, so now we know about those. Now, I also decided to have a look over here, and when I did look over here, I found that there is an unknown object, and that unknown object happens to be a gate. So, we should definitely check out the gate. I've been told by Shijin that there's a gate somewhere over here as well, I think, or he might have been talking, or it might have been over this, so I don't know. I think it was over here anyway, and that should take us back to the normal space, or the not split space. And the family tier over here is one that we haven't checked out at all, so I should definitely go in there and have a look at that at some point. However, I'm very excited to see what is in this gate over here, for we don't know where that goes. I'm pretty sure it probably goes to normal space, again, non-split space, but as we don't know, it's time to go and find out. Now we have split police trying to attack us in every single sector that we go around split space. So this is somewhat of a problem. Oh, between episodes, I accidentally set off the main quest. So we've had the boron contact us about the about stuff, and. If you haven't seen that before, I've covered it twice in my previous run-through, so it's well worth going and checking that out. But I'll continue with those quests, but not quite yet.
Art of acrimony.
Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, let's change to this and start scanning. I don't see any enemies around, so we should be alright to just scan for a bit. Usually I just keep going as fast as I possibly can do, so that I don't get stuck by some sort of horrors trying to blast me to bits. Uh-oh. Okay, let's pause it. I don't know who that was or what they were about to say, but they're not now. Ah, there are some police on the way. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, we've detected lots. There's an unknown station, another unknown station. What's this, an unknown station? Okay. Unknown object. That's probably another gate. Brilliant. Alright. And then we've got a lot of unknown stations around. So we should go over here and see if we can check out those unknown stations. But
done for.
We are most definitely being pursued by the police. So we need to do this quickly and carefully in a manner that gets us well away from them. For I do not intend to fight the police at all. I want to try and avoid them at every given opportunity, until we're ready with some good stuff to really blast the police to bits, or with improved relations. Then yeah, we're not going to go anywhere near them. Aye.
Buffalo.
A water freighter buffalo. We've not seen a buffalo yet, have we? Let's have a look what it looks like. Right, it's a bit closer. Look at that. Let's go into thingy. They all look as if they're made of scaffolding, don't they? They're made of scaffolding with a few sheets over them. But I guess this would be like, it's going to be streamlined, because the split are usually all about sort of speed and firepower, and less so about shields. So it's going to be interesting finding out what the ship's stats are like at some point, when we can get ourselves reputation and ability to go to their shipyards and appreciate the stuff. But that is a buffalo. I have no idea. It looks like a transport of some variety. It's got 4 turrets on the top. That's pretty good. A couple of turrets on the bottom as well. 3 turrets on the bottom? Wow. It has a lot of firepower, and one of these. That's a capital gun. No, it's a large one of those, which is interesting. Why would a transport have a large cannon on it? Fun! That's why. Because it can. So, yeah, nice. Alright, let's avoid that. Oh, dear, let's not go too fast. I have been scanning stations. I've been trying to build rep, but I've been trying to build rep the usual method I do, which is to try and shoot down pirates and such around a station, so that they like me for it. However, these stations seem almost immune to having pirates on them, or illegal people doing naughty stuff. So I've had a lot of difficulty actually trying to get any rep so far, but that's only so far. It could be that I've just had particularly bad luck in my run so far. I don't know. We'll just have to see as we continue to try and get rep. But I'm guessing that I might have more luck getting rep in the main space, as long as they don't all hate me. I don't know, but I think I have more luck getting rep there, and then we can come back to here and try and build our rep up afterwards, which we shall see. Uh-oh, I'm going too fast. It's okay, I just went past it. We're all right. We're all right. All right, so let's pause and pick a different place on the map, because we now have a medical supplies factory, another medical supply factory, and a silicon refinery. And we've lost the police, thankfully. Well, that's going to give us the way out of this place. So what we shall do is we shall head over here. I will do a scan just before we do that, because we don't want to miss out on anything. So 3 and scan. Anything else? I always like to do a good bit of scanning around once I've got to a sort of extreme point on the map. For you never know what you're going to unveil. And we have unveiled next to nothing. There might be something over there that we didn't have before, or I might have. I don't know. I don't know whether that was there. This is the one problem about not checking the map properly, because you quite often find that you've not checked it, and therefore you end up not knowing what you've seen and what you haven't. Right, so let's get over there and see what wonderful stations we've got over here. I'm so looking forward to having satellites absolutely everywhere, and being at a stage like we've been before, when we've got tons of stuff and we're ready to blast any of our enemies to pieces. I like that stage. Although I'm tempted to think that this time I might not do the research for teleportation, because when you do teleportation, it tends to be that you stop flying through space, you start just teleporting through space, and it takes a little bit of the fun out of actually flying through space. I mean, I guess I could research it and then, like, tell myself that I'm only going to teleport if it's an emergency, which is also, that's a good plan, I think. But, yeah. It's so easy to just end up teleporting all around the universe. What I do is I end up buying myself Corvettes, spreading them all over the universe, and then I just teleport everywhere, which is, it just makes things incredibly easy for getting around the universe, but at the same time, no flying. And I like flying. That's the point, is it not? Ooh, hello. Just a second. You are a shipyard. Let's have a look at the split shipyard. Well, interesting. Because it's red, it's kind of got a bit of a xenon look to it, but that's only a tiny bit of a xenon look to it, because obviously it's split and it's got loads of very jaggedy designs. Ooh, hello. That's a bit of a weird view. Okay, so yeah, nice. I suppose it's a bit Paranidish as well. I noticed that the split have these this sort of one there, only it's got one of these on, which they don't have. But there's these cross section type things that allow you to go 3 ways, which means but like the Paranid stations, you can join things in a nice weirdigan angle, which is quite fun. Okay, so that is one split shipyard, and I'm sure we'll be interacting with those at some point soon, but not right now, because obviously we want to get elsewhere, which is to say, over here somewhere now. Oh, hello. I'm sure that more things are appearing on the map as I go. All right, let's do a scan first before we do anything else. So scan, and is there anything out there? Are we in flying mode? We can't be in flying mode because we are literally in scan mode, so that doesn't make sense. All right, now I'll pause and see what cooks. Okay, so we've not unveiled anything new, which is good, because that means we know that we've got most of the things that are there. So let's head over here and have a look at that, and then we'll sort of over there and get that, and then investigate the unknown object. Although we're getting further and further away from Family Tire that I want to check out, and Fires of Defeat, which I also want to check out. So yeah, we'll have to get back to those, but we might get back to those in the next episode. I don't know. Depends on how the time goes. All right, let's go this way and see what this is. It is a standard docking bay, which is nice. I like the way that these little things appear here. Some of them, sometimes it sort of displays what you would expect to see in the game code. If you, I mean, when I was over at the Xenon area, it was like Xenon /tube/ something and a number, which it's felt more like game code than a proper descriptor. But as soon as I went next to it, it was a Xenon station, so it was fine. And I just liked that it was left that way, because it just felt right for the thing. What is that? That is a ice refinery. Okay, so it just develops water on the top. That's pretty much it. All right. So we have an ice refinery. We have a couple of police over there, which are going to be a pain in the neck if they are. Okay, let's get over this way. That's two stations that are epically close together. Oh, one of them's an unknown object. Interesting. What could be there? Alright, I don't know. Let's just go see. It's over that way. It looks like another station, but it says it's an unknown object. Why would it say it was an unknown object when it's a station? Questions. And many of them. I really like this place. It's very blue and cloudy, which is nice.
Empty space.
Empty space indeed. Alright, so what was that unknown object? Is it just a station? It's just a station, isn't it? No, it isn't. What is it? No, it was a satellite. That's what it was. Okay, I've had that happen before. Go over there thinking that there's going to be something special, like a gate somewhere else, and then find out it's just a satellite. Last time it was like the police satellites, and it's like, oh dear. Uh-oh.
You fly like rookie.
Yes, that's because I do. Aha! It's a way of tricking you into thinking that I'm rubbish. Tricking, yes. Right. I'm going to scan when I get over here again, because we're sort of at an extreme again, and there might be something. I don't know if there's smudges on my screen. Oh, right, yeah, there's another station over there. I thought there might be smudges on my screen, and it might just be a smudge. I do get this happen, so yeah, I had to be a little bit careful. I do clean my screen occasionally, but it's more like a every so often kind of thing, rather than a reasonable
Plasma Conductor Factory.
A reasonable amount of time. Okay, so we got a Plasma Conductor Factory. Brilliant. We don't have any EMP bombs yet, so we can't blast them and get what we want, i.e. schematics. But we'd also get ourselves in a lot of trouble if we did. I need a heck of a lot of rep before I can start blasting anybody anyway. Right. This away. I was also encouraged to try and do a run where I don't just blast everything. a run where I try to keep to trading and a pacifist type run, as it were. I don't know. I kind of like blasting things, but it would be interesting to try to do one of those. I just think that I would appreciate the blasting of things too much. Right. So we'll fly past that. We will go in there, but I want a little bit of distance on me on those police, and I want to get these 2 last stations. Come on, one more. Yes, brilliant. Okay, so that should be everything that we have. It is indeed brilliant. So is that it? Yeah, that's the accelerator. Excellent. So let's go in the accelerator and see where we end up. We'll end up somewhere. Okay, so turn. And, heck. I'm going right past it. Come on. Are we in... We're still in travel mode. Interesting. I don't know how it stayed in travel mode. I totally did a U-turn. And it usually knocks you out of travel mode doing that sort of thing. However, not today. Oh, are we going to manage it? Oh, it did knock me out of travel mode. Okay, fair enough. That just proves it, doesn't it? Where are all of the stuffs? There's usually stuff around here. Am I flying straight through it without a... Is it a dead accelerator? What's going on? Wow, okay. That's unusual. That's the first time I've gone through an accelerator and not gone through an accelerator.
Accelerator.
Ah. Is it deactivated? How could that be possible? It doesn't seem to go anywhere. I don't understand. A deactivated accelerator just shouldn't exist, should it? I'm so used to them taking me everywhere I want to go. It's incredibly weird.
Not much longer.
Okay. I get it. You don't like me, that's fine. It's not got all of those weird electrical impulses and stuff. This is a dead accelerator. How curious. Right. Dead accelerator. I can't go anywhere through this one. So we'll have to set a path somewhere else. Yeah. Fascinating. That is definitely the first dead accelerator I've come across. It'll probably be a part of the main mission at some stage for the split.
Wharf.
Because that seems to make sense. They wouldn't just stick a dead accelerator in there for no reason, I think. I'm pretty sure of that anyway. We'll find out at some stage, I'm sure. As once I've got a lot further. But yeah. Alright, so the wharf. Tempting to stock up on things like satellites. But if I do that at the moment, then I'm sure that the police will just blast them to bits. So there's not really much point in doing that yet. Oh, hello. Yes, this is a wharf. Thank you for telling me about the wharfs. All of these handy hints are awesome. I don't know how to turn them off, but if I was starting the game afresh, that would be brilliant. I mean, obviously I am starting the game afresh, but if I didn't know what I was doing, or at least kind of know a little bit about what I'm doing, because, you know, I'm very good at getting things wrong, then that would be awesome. It really would, because they tell you a lot of very helpful stuff. Okay, we could go back to the Fires of Defeat, or we could go to the family tier. I think we'll go to the family tier because it's the only sector out of this lot that we haven't actually been to yet. So let's set a course for there, and let's just hope that it's not full of death, because so far everywhere has pretty much hated me. So yeah, I kind of want to get out of sectors where everybody hates me, because that would be nice. I know that the rest of the universe don't hate me all that much, because if you look at the charts, where are they? Let's go to information, and if you go to the factions and relations, you find that they're all at just plus 0, apart from the fallen families, which are minus 5, and the free families 5 again, and then everything else is pretty much 0, apart from the Kark and the Xenon, of course. Oh, the Scale Plate Pack don't like me, just as equally as they usually don't like me. Okay. I don't know if you can get rep back with something that you've got minus 21 in. What does it say for it? You're not currently allowed to dock at ships and stations belonging to this faction. Ships and stations belonging to this faction will target you, your combat ships. Your combat ships. That's very specific. It doesn't say your all of your ships. It just says your combat ships. Interesting. Ships and stations belonging to this faction will not attempt to destroy your property. Ah, so actually I could get myself some satellites and dot them around the universe. That's interesting again. And they're not going to destroy my trading ships, so potentially we might be able to bring this back. I don't know. I thought originally that you weren't allowed to bring your rep back after like minus 10 or something like that. But if that's the case, then I will definitely try hard to bring my rep back again, because I like to have good rep with everybody. But the only way to do that is to you know, really try at that rep. So yes, that is indeed what I shall try. In the meanwhile, we need to get over to there and see if we can actually
Jump gate.
find anything interestingly new in the next sector.
Cobra.
Cobra, eh? Have we even seen what a Cobra looks like? I don't think so. Let's have a look at you, Cobra. Aye, aye. Ah, it looks a little bit like the ooh, why do I never remember names? Yeah, it looks a little bit like one of the other ships. There we go. It's kind of cool. Look at that. Okay. What is it? It's one of the Taladi ships. But the Taladi ship, I think, had a cockpit that was behind here. So this space had a cockpit on it, whereas this ship, I can't see the cockpit on this ship. And due to it being at a weird angle, it's a little bit difficult to angle around it. Oh, is the cockpit right there? Yeah, the cockpit's right at the front. Okay, cool. And it's got four of those, which are turrets. It's got 4 turrets and the 3 guns underneath. Ooh, 3. So it's an upgrade on the Orca. Is it an Orca? I think it's an Orca. No, it can't be an Orca. I don't know. One of them. Anyway, it's a Taladi. It's like a Taladi ship. It's kind of cool. I like that one. I might like it more than the Taladi one as well. But again, I've not looked at the shields. And shields, I tend to like to have shields because shields are pretty important. So yeah. Oh no, that was turning off the thing. Yes, that's better.
Mamba.
Mamba. All right.
Dragon.
Dragon. Please don't shoot me. Please just don't shoot me. Or if you do, remember that you're rubbish at shooting.
Die.
No! That is exactly what I don't want to do. Get away. Right. We've made it.
Entering system.
So far.
Progress revealed.
I have a horrible feeling that we're going to go into that the other sector that we haven't been in so far and find that it's absolutely heaving with the
Accelerator.
police.
Progress ravine 24.
Because that's just how my luck works. And having evaded them for so long, I really do expect to just get pummeled by loads and loads and loads of them immediately I go into one of these sectors. Just have to see. However, unfortunately, we'll just have to see in the next episode, because I'm all out of time. In the meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye for now.